So, Chris, you ready to eat some Oreos?
Yeah, let's do it. I had 4 before. So.
I brought these for the podcast because I knew you'd enjoy it.
Holy shit, Nicole! How many did you fucking eat?
I
ate 4 and you ate 4 before. There's 2 sleeves missing.
You were gone for a while.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hey guys, it's me, Nicole. I'm back, and I have a special guest today. His name is Chris. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
He is a good friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time.
Very, very long.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately for both of us.
Wait, I've known you since
fifth grade. Which was maybe 37 years ago.
Maybe. Wait, we weren't in the same class though, right? No, we met through like a mutual friend. Yeah.
Who I'm no longer friends with, really.
Well,
as of recently.
Wait, there's 2 though. You're friends with
Olive.
Oh, okay, Olive. We'll call her Olive.
Yes.
But no, that's funny. And then we like ended up like being in a group together not too long after we met, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's been quite a ride since then.
It's been a hell of a ride since 05 or whenever we graduated.
It might have been 03.
03.
Or maybe even No,
I think it was 03.
Yeah.
No, maybe
2000.
No, you're right.
That's
2000.
a long time. Holy shit.
Jeez, 17 years
wow.
I've known you.
Holy shit.
Wait, is that accurate? So
I
then
believe
17. So. How old was I?
5th grade. You're 9, 11, 9. I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe 9. Yeah.
Wow,
we're old.
We're really old.
We're freaking old. Well, I brought Chris today because I mentioned Chris a lot on the podcast.
Oh god.
I don't say a lot, but like I'll be like, oh yeah, I was with my friend Chris. We saw this movie or whatever, and I thought
we're gonna talk a lot about movies today.
Yes, we are.
Buckle up, kids.
And he's like, I want to be famous. So
yeah, make me famous, and maybe I'll come back and do more of these.
Yeah. So if you guys enjoy listening to Chris, he's a character for sure. One of a kind.
That's
God
sure. I've never met anybody like myself before, so.
God definitely threw out the mold after he made you.
Yeah, he did.
So you know what? Before we start talking, Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who are you, and how do you want these people who have never heard of you before, or they have heard of you, yes,
they never heard me.
They don't know you. What do you want their first impressions of you to be?
Well, I'm Chris, as Nicole said. I'm 24. I'm a Libra. I sound like I'm on a dating app. I have a degree in psychology. I worked a job before that I hated, and now I'm doing event planning. I work with horses, which I've done since I was 11. So
I think you're getting a phone call because you're so famous.
I am getting a phone call, and I'm going to ignore it.
Oh, look at us. We're so important in Chris's life.
So, yeah, I work a lot with horses, and I do my event planning. Horses I've done for literally ever. So that's what I'm up to right now.
What are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do when you're not chilling with the horses?
Horses are always up there. Dogs, shopping, partying. Going to movies. I like to watch some shows on Netflix. Grace and Frankie's.
What have you watched recently?
What did I watch recently?
Really fucked you up.
13 Reasons fucked me up. I don't really get bothered by many things, and I won't spoil it for you, but the ending, near the end of that episode, the last episode, I almost fainted. That's only happened 2 other times. When I was watching The Bone Collector in forensics in 11th or 12th grade.
That movie was horrible.
Well, yeah, when he I'll spoil this one because nobody gives a shit. When he clips her to this girl to the pipe and he blows her up, and it's
disgusting,
awful, and I almost fainted on that. And I had to put my head down. My face got hot. My sight was going in and out. I got blood taken a year or 2 ago, and I was I hadn't eaten in hours and hours and hours because I was fasting, and they took 6 vials, and then they pulled the needle out, and I felt the same way again.
Oh, God.
And then when I was watching 13 Reasons again, that was the 3rd time that happened to me.
Jesus.
But I always have been able to fight the faint.
Fight the faint.
Which I have a friend who faints all the time, and she said, God. I told her about my recent almost faint, and she was like, oh, I always try to fight the faint, but I always fail, and I fight it, and I get through, so.
Just like you do the same thing with alcohol, right?
Yes.
Fight that.
There's been quite a few stories we hear on about that.
We could share a few of them here.
We'll share one maybe now, and then I'll save them for when I come back.
Well, I'm glad that everybody's first impressions of you are going to be, wow, this kid
is really crazy.
He lives a crazy life. Actually, you do, though.
I really do.
You really do live an interesting life.
I do.
I feel like I'm interviewing someone here.
It's fine with me. It's getting me ready for my fame to come.
You just want to become famous so bad.
I do, honestly.
You just got to record more podcasts with me.
We do.
That's the answer. You realize
I
that.
did have somebody approach me who I have a friend who lives in LA. I actually didn't even tell you this yet.
Oh my god.
Who I know her from horseback riding. We used to ride together like 6 years ago, and we've been friends since then. I don't no longer ride. I just work with horses. I don't really ride as much as I used to. Once in a while, I'll hop on and do some things. But anyway, my friend called me and she said she talked to some people, and she works in LA. She's a talent manager, but she has a lot of friends in reality television.
Oh, my field.
And she said that I would like to possibly maybe do a pilot eventually for a show about the riding world of Long Island. And she said, I know you're very connected and you know a lot of people on the island, so that's kind of in the works now. They're talking about some stuff. I've talked to some people.
So wait, would you go out to LA?
No, they would come here and film it. So
that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the questions.
But so that is like in the works. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if I'd be on it. I don't know if I'd be behind the scenes or if I'd have any involvement. But that would be pretty cool. So that's going on right now.
I also
tried to open an acai berry place in the town that I live. But it didn't.
Please don't mention the town that we live in.
It didn't go too well.
6.5 minutes into the podcast, you're already about to spoil it.
Yeah, that didn't. So they already sold the franchise for the town and most of the island.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked into it.
Oh yeah, I was very into it, and they were like, "Oh, nothing's really left on the island, so try again with something else." So
I think you should honestly get into buying and selling horses. Like
that's what I did do that for a little bit, and I'm trying to get back into that. Do you like it? I do. It's a lot of money to put into it to make any money. And people are very skeezy.
Once you start
there's a lot of people that are not like too
nice.
Good.
They're not good people.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, that was a lot.
Well, what else did you expect?
That is true. You as a person is just a lot.
It is.
Not in a bad way.
No, all good things.
Yeah, all good things.
All right. Well, let's get to some questions. I think we have a few.
We have a couple questions. Well, my cousin Ryan, who you guys know from our other podcast, well, I don't know if I'm going to make this like a spin-off of the main one. We'll see. Look at the title and you'll see.
It depends on the feedback we get about me.
We may just make a new podcast with just me and Chris. But one of the questions that we got from Ryan was, what is your guys' favorite funny, embarrassing, awkward story from whenever we've hung out together?
Oh, boy.
Nothing too bad, please.
There's nothing. I really
listens.
can't think of anything right now. But there has to be something. We've been friends for
17 years. Almost 2 decades.
That's crazy.
That's
almost a legal drinking age person.
Oh my god.
I have some friends that are illegal, like that I've known for 22 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's a legal drinking age person. All right,
everybody's moving away now.
Something about Nicole.
Oh god. Nothing too bad, my cousin.
No,
listens,
I won't do
please.
anything bad. I'll do probably my favorite memory.
Oh my god.
We went to Six Flags in New Jersey. I can say that, right?
Yeah. Too late now.
And it was for our friend's graduation party.
Oh, no.
It was probably the best day of my life. We took a limo to the park.
Who takes a limo to Six Flags?
I don't know, but it was the best day ever. Like, we got fast passes, so we cut the lines for everything. We watched Avatar, which is my favorite movie. I had never watched it before, then I was not really into it, and then we watched it in the limo ride there. We had snacks. I loved Avatar. We stopped at Toys R Us to go to the bathroom. It was amazing.
Oh,
and Nicole and I were ride buddies, which we had so much fun. And then it was our friend's graduation party. Her birthday was also coming up, I believe, somewhat soon after.
Her birthday's in November.
It's in September. We went in August.
Did we?
It was over the summer we went.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so Nicole, we were sitting in the front of one of the rides. I don't think it's there anymore. I don't remember which one it is. Mm-hmm. And she screamed her name at the top of her lungs, and I lost my mind. Rachel! Yeah, I was crying.
I definitely blew out the mic. Sorry.
It was amazing.
That's That's
probably my favorite memory. That day was like the best day ever. And I always say that to people, and they're like, "Why is that the best day ever?" And I was like, "It really, you had to have been there because it really was the best day ever."
That is great. I have so many stories of you that I don't remember any of them.
We also used to make those movies. I was like CSI investigators. Those were pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I remember once I made the episode. So like Olivia or Olive, sorry, Olive.
Well, now you blew the fucking cover, so.
Olivia, sorry. Olivia was the CSI agent, and you were supposed to be the person who needed help. So I made the episode. I made like the show.
I know. I don't think so. I was her like partner.
Were you?
Yeah, I was the partner.
Yeah, that was great. Those were good times.
That was the best times. Yeah, I mean, I would still be. I don't know if I'm friends with Olive. We really haven't talked in a while. like maybe a year or two, I'd say. But I
It's
still
been
see her
some time.
family sometime, and I love them. And she was one of my first friends. I met her in kindergarten.
She's probably the one that you've known for 22 years.
Well, I actually have friends from preschool.
Oh, okay. Do you keep in touch still?
Yes, still. I'm a
You have so
lifelong
many
friend,
friends.
so that says a lot about one's character. So I'll let you make your own judgments.
Oh,
about
I'll tell
me.
you a story. My favorite story with you is when I was picking up my sister from somewhere, and it was like 11:30 at night.
Oh, I remember this.
And I got a flat tire on the way home.
And she was like, "Oh," she called me. She goes, "I have a flat tire,
No,
but I'm
can
gonna,
I tell the story?
but I'm gonna drive home." And I was like, "Don't do that."
Let me tell the story.
Go now, go.
Oh my god. Okay, so I had a flat tire, and I was like, all right, we're just gonna try to go home. And so I start driving, and for like 2 minutes, I'm like, no, this is like, we're on the rims. Like, this is not good.
Yeah, no.
So I call my parents at least 46 times.
I have to burp.
And,
Sorry.
okay. And my parents would not answer the phone because they were sleeping. And so I'm like giving the phone to my sister. I'm like, do not stop calling. Call the house and rotate cell phones. Like, do not stop calling. And we're sitting there for maybe 20 minutes. And I'm like, all right, listen,
Yeah.
I don't have AAA. Like, this is not going to happen. I'm like, we're about to walk home.
She may have had AAA, but she
I don't
didn't-
think I did.
or some roadside assistance.
Who
But I don't
knows?
think you knew how to access it, which
Yeah,
is where the problem
regardless.
came in. But so
I
then
only
she
had a
called
car
me.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call up Chris. So I call up Chris.
Because
and
I'm
just-
the friend that people call, like, for the most, like, anything people need, I always get a phone call, like, oh, can you do
Thanks,
this?
Chris.
Oh, should I post this on Instagram? Like, and all
Should I post
sides of
this on Instagram?
all
Is that a
parts of the
problem?
spectrum.
Is that actually
People
a problem
come
that
to me.
people have?
Oh, yeah. You don't even know.
Can I post this on... Should I
Like,
post
what
this?
should the caption be? Which filter do you like the best?
Oh my
But then people
God.
call me like, nobody's done this yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. Like, I'm stuck in jail. Can you come bail me out? Can you pick me up? I'm drunk, which I always do because don't drink and drive.
Yes.
What else do people call me
That's
for?
hysterical, though.
My barn is flooded. Please come help
My
me.
barn is...
like.
What story is that?
If I were to disappear or move to Alaska, I think everybody's who I'm friends with life would crumble because I don't think they know how to
I think
handle
I'd
it.
be okay.
You probably be okay.
Oh,
Fuck you.
no, I'm just... No, I would miss you. Who else is going to go get pizza with me on my day off?
That is true.
That is very true. We do. We have like a bunch of restaurants that we just cycle
Oh,
through.
that's another thing. I used to be really fat and then I got really
my
skinny.
God, here we go.
But I'm a good eater, so like I don't eat like as much as I used to. And I eat really healthy and everything, but I'm a good eater. Like to go out to eat, I know good spots. That's one of my hobbies, eating.
I'm still fat as I'm gonna.
My friend runs a food Instagram. She has like 13,000 followers.
That's crazy.
So I'm very
Well,
like involved with that.
that
not
girl-
Really. I used to be, not really anymore.
That girl from high school, remember Nana? She has like 160,000 Instagram followers.
Oh
got, like,
yeah.
sponsored.
I wish I was her. Honestly,
She changed her name too.
Yeah, legally
She, like,
changed her
legally
name.
changed her name. But I mean, that's really cool though that you have that many Instagram followers.
Yeah, that many people give a shit about you.
Well, that and then she got sponsored by Visco
Oh,
to
wow.
like. That's one of the photo editing apps. She got
I
sponsored.
have it. I used to edit my pictures. Now I don't. Now I'm all natural.
Well, excuse me, but yeah. These Oreos are good.
Yeah, I'm done eating today. I don't eat after dinner because if you go at least 12 hours without eating, your body burns off fat.
Well, that's not happening to me.
So sometimes
We
I
went
do
to,
cheat. These Oreos are really good. They're like eating Dunkaroos, which are, if you're younger people, you probably don't know what those are. But
Only
they were, like,
90s kids
oh,
remember.
they really do. They were like a tray with like some kangaroo shaped cookies and like funfetti frosting, and you'd like dip them in and eat them. They were so good, but the ratio was always off. Like I feel like you had to really scoop a lot onto your cookie, or you'd run out of cookies before you had
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Today, I called up Chris. I'm like, we're going food shopping.
We do that usually every Sunday.
So I'm like, Chris, let's go. So we go. We picked up presents for my little baby cousin.
Yeah, we went to Toys R Us for that though, which in our town there used to be a huge Toys R Us, and like it was really close to my house, and I would go all the time, and it was like probably the Toys R Us in New Jersey was pretty big too, so it might have been like the same size as that. But
The
yeah,
one that you had to pee in.
I did no,
At
I
1 in the
had
morning.
it was on the way back from Six Flags. I really had to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't hold it, and then we thankfully were near the same Toys R Us that we had gone to on the way there, and we stopped, and I relieved myself, and then I was good to go. But
We
anyway, so yeah, we went there today, and
We also
because
went
they
to
moved
Target.
it, so it's not the same place anymore. It's like small, but it brought back some memories.
Oh my God! Did you drink coffee before you came
No,
here?
I don't drink any coffee. This is just naturally me.
Oh my God, you are a lot. Anyway, so then we went to Target, and we bought
go to
Pokemon
Target?
cards for me.
I did not buy Pokemon.
I opened them up. I got some rare ones, that do not pay for the tin, but they're rare.
Oh, good.
I don't have them yet. Well, now I have them, but I didn't have them before.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to put them in my little binder. But yeah, that's what we did today.
Yeah.
And then
I suggested I'm not really a cookie eater. Well, that's not true. I do enjoy cookies, but I don't allow myself normally to eat them.
See, because you have self-control.
And my friend, I was taking care of his dogs this weekend, and he goes, oh, I bought birthday cake Oreos, so try them. And I tried them, and they're really good.
They're really good. And after this, I'm going to go cut up some peppers with hummus.
Yes.
And
I do recommend the birthday cake Oreos.
You got to try the tortellini I made today.
I have to have a bite of that. I'm going to break my rule of 12 hours, but I have until about 9:30. So.
But if you just eat one, you'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't like to tempt fate.
Oh my god, you're too much.
Also, I would like some feedback from you. I love, this is a real throwback, but I just saw them today in Target. The lemon and the golden Oreos. Amazing. My grandma used to get them. I love them. I would like to know what you all think of those because I think they're amazing.
Those are gross.
I also like just the white Oreos with the regular ones, but that has the different little tasting cookie.
Double stuff or go home.
There's too much to handle.
Or the
mega stuff. That's a big
mega
cookie.
stuff. Oh god, those are good. That's actually too much, I think.
Yeah.
Or the Reese's peanut butter cups, but the king size where it's a pound.
That I could.
I've gotten sick from that.
I'll say, as my friend says, when she really likes eating something, she goes, "I'll snort that all day long," and I would snort Reese's all day long.
Oh my god,
They're my favorite.
I've gotten sick on 3 separate occasions from eating too much provolone cheese.
Yeah, she really has. She really has.
Literally, completely, that did not last in my stomach for more than 45 minutes.
No, yeah.
So
I do love cheese too. I'm really a bit, for somebody who eats so healthy, I do eat, I'll eat almost anything.
Yeah, but you have a bite, that's why.
Yeah, I have very good portion control and self-control.
Yeah, I don't. You've had the same phone wallpaper for probably 2 years.
I honestly did change it yesterday, but I missed my, I have Kate Beckinsale with a high ponytail in a black outfit as my background, if you'd like to research that and find the picture. And but I do change. I have a whole album of 45 pictures that I do my...
You rotate?
I do rotate.
How come every time I see you, it's the same one, though?
I haven't in a while. This one, she's been on there for a while. And then on the inside, I have The Great Gatsby. I have Leonardo DiCaprio, and I have... I don't know, Daisy, whoever's played her.
You wish you were
it's an offset picture, but I do wish I was Great Gatsby. That's the goal, honestly. Maybe if you like me, I'll be famous, and I'll make a lot of money, and I'll be the Great Gatsby.
Maybe. But I'm pretty sure we'll get 8 views on this.
I mean, we can only hope that we get...
Share it with your friends if you enjoyed
Over
this.
9,000.
Oh, it's over 9,000!
I can't hear you.
Oh, God.
Do we have any more questions? Let's check and see.
Let's check and see. Okay. If you could only watch... This is also from Ryan. If you could only watch 3 movies for the rest of your life, what would they be? Let me answer for you.
You answer for me, and then I'll say my answer.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll answer for you after, though.
Okay, Avatar.
Yes.
And to be clear, that's Avatar the Blue People.
Yes, that's what I was talking about before. The Blue
Yeah.
People, not the Aang one.
Even though the Aang one is...
It's fine.
The movie sucks, but the show's good.
Yeah, whatever.
Korosami for life. So it would be Avatar, and then it would be one of the Harry Potters, but I don't know which one.
I don't know which one either.
All right, just say Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what when I say answer mine, I'll say.
Okay. And then Great Gatsby.
Yeah. All right, this is what I think. Well, I don't know. Some of my favorite movies are. I like all the Harry Potter movies. I like all the Twilight movies. Judge me, whatever. I don't care.
I want to retract my last answer really quick.
Yes.
50 Shades of Grey.
That's what I was going to say. The 50 Shades trilogy, I love. I saw the movie first, okay, with Twilight, I saw the first movie first, and then I read the series, which I like to do, and then I did it again with 50 Shades of Grey.
Which you saw by yourself in the movie theaters both times.
No. I saw 50 Shades Darker 2 times by myself, then 1 time with other people.
Oh my god, what a loser.
And then Harry Potter, I read first. I read up to the 5th book, and then I just watched the movies. But I don't know Avatar definitely. I do like Alice in Wonderland a lot.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I would love
Is that your top three?
I pick Avatar, the Harry Potter trilogy, maybe the Twilight trilogy, or 50 Shades of Grey. I think 50 Shades of Grey over Twilight.
Come on.
But I also like Jurassic Park. Jurassic World. I love, not Jurassic Park. I don't really like those.
See, I can't stand Twilight because of young Kristen Stewart. She's gotten better as she's gotten older.
Yeah.
But not.
Well, now she shaved her head and she's
now
all
she's a little
different.
Cray. She's a little cray right now, but that's fine. I liked her when she was on SNL. I thought she was funny.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. Oh, I'll answer for Nicole. Nicole would watch.
Oh my god.
I'll say,
You can
Pirates of the
include-
Caribbean,
Okay.
but I'll say the whole thing is one.
Except for 4.
Okay.
We don't talk about 4.
Um,
You can also include a TV show.
what
if
other
you want.
movies? No, I'll just do movies.
You just do movies?
Let's
Okay.
see. Carol.
No!
She made me watch that movie. I mean, it was
I didn't make
it was
you.
a nice movie. It could have been 45 minutes. It was way too long. They stare out windows too much. They don't eat poached eggs. Like, that's gross.
Eleanor Roosevelt combo.
And, this is a new one. I don't know. Office Christmas Party, maybe? That
No,
was
I don't
funny.
know.
It was really funny.
It was funny, but that movie was really shitty.
It had a lot of good, like, zingers in there.
Yeah. All right, well, my answers would be Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick one, probably 3, because that one's my favorite. I would say Incredibles.
Yeah, you do love The
I
Incredibles.
love The Incredibles. I can watch it 100 times over. And for the third one, for, like, movies that I can keep watching, I'm not really sure. Because the thing is, like, I already watched the movies. I watch the same movies 100 times over.
Yeah,
And I
I
get
do the
bored
same
of them.
thing.
Maybe Dark Knight, which is the second one
I
out
never
of the
saw
trilogy.
any of the new ones.
Really? They're pretty
Yeah.
good. Christian Bale did a good job. I also just like how dark they are.
I used to see... I remember, like, way back when, like, Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the one... We were pretty young when that came out.
The first... Yeah, we were in, like, 5th grade, I think.
5th or 6th grade.
Did I ever tell you how I aged things?
By movies?
No, by summer.
Really?
What I did that summer.
I can,
That's how
I
aged.
can, like, remember, like, what was going on in my life at the time or something, and then I can, like, trace it back.
Yeah, that's how I do it, but by summer.
But not... I can't do by summers. All the summers...
Well, like, I judge, like, things that I enjoy by what I was doing that summer.
Gotcha.
So, like, I remember Spider-Man came out that summer, and I was at a specific day camp, and I remember
Really?
that because we went to see it, and they gave me an option to see Shrek 2 for the 3rd time, or I could see Spider-Man, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck you, Spider-Man, I want to see Shrek 2, and so I went to that.
Yeah, but see, that movie... I don't know why it freaked me out, but...
Shrek 2?
No.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
okay.
That freaked me out, and then I didn't ever really see, like, any superhero movies after that, because it really freaked me out. I don't know why.
Did you see Avengers?
No.
Oh, Avengers was decent. Iron Man? Any of those?
Maybe I saw Iron Man. I've seen clips of Iron Man. They just don't do it for me. Like, I like fantasy, and,
Devin
like...
worked on Iron Man 3.
Really?
Yeah, he was, like, on set. He
Wow.
got to meet Robert Downey Jr. and
That's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But yeah, I like fantasies. Like Snow White and the Huntsman, those about movies I like.
Did you see the second one?
I did.
Was
I
it
liked
good?
it. It wasn't... You know how usually they make a second movie, and it's, like,
Was
pretty
Kristen
shitty?
Stewart in that?
No.
She wasn't in the
No,
second
because
one?
of the whole scandal with, like, the director or whatever. They didn't... There was a
Oh,
clip...
wait, what happened?
She, like... He cheated on his wife with her. He didn't know that? While she was, like, dating Robert Pattinson, it was a whole thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But anyway, there's a scene in it that she's, like... It's not... It's the character, but you don't see her face. It's, like, behind her.
Oh my
But it's...
god.
Yeah, it's about, like... It's the
It's the prequel.
prequel, but it's set in current time. Like, in the time after, like, Snow White and whatever happens in that. But they, like, go back and tell the story. I think... I don't know. It was really good, though. Emily
Wow.
Blunt was in it, and I love her.
Yeah, everybody's like obsessed with her.
Yeah, well, I like her from The Devil Wears Prada because
only
she was
like-
hilarious in that.
I like the one skit she had with Kate McKinnon on SNL when she was the robot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I think
it.
that was
don't
her.
watch it. I don't watch
Well,
SNL.
excuse me. I love when we went to our friend's apartment. Well, you didn't go because
I
you had a
didn't
dog
go.
sit.
I did. I had a dog sat for 2 sets of dogs this weekend. 5 dogs in total. 3 in one family and 2 in another. Both of my, two of my best friends' dogs.
Anyway.
2 separate dogs threw up at different houses, so that was fun.
Oh my god! One ate a Lego.
One did eat a Lego, which caused vomiting, but he cried at 3 o'clock in the morning that he had to go outside, so I let him out and he dry heaved and then he threw it up.
You were
and-
there at 3?
I slept over at that house.
Oh, okay.
And then he came in and he was fine, and then that next morning he was eating at his vomit, and I said, don't do that. And he walked over to
Don't
me
do
and he
that.
dropped something at my feet and it looked like a Lego, and I was like, that's probably why you threw up.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
Did
that.
you just say don't do that
I
to
did.
the dog?
I said, get in the house and don't do that. And then
Get in the
the
house.
other dog, they have 2 Australian Shepherds and a Rottweiler. The Rottweiler is 130 pounds. One Australian Shepherd's like 60. The other one's like 40. And the
They're, like,
40-pound
decent
one,
dogs.
yeah, pretty big.
Decent-sized dogs.
And so the 40-pound one is the girl, and she, like, was eating the dog shit. And I was like, I texted my friend's mom, who I was dog sitting for, and I said, if this dog keeps eating shit, I'm putting it up for adoption.
Oh my god.
She was like, she's disgusting, but yeah. So
Oh
that's
my
gross.
god.
But
You want a dog really
I
bad.
do. I've wanted a dog since I was 2. That's almost 25 years. I'm sorry, almost 23 years.
Almost as long as I've known you.
Yep.
That's a long,
Wow, it's a
ass
long time.
Well, when I went to that apartment, we were watching SNL videos all day.
Really?
Well, not all day, for like 2 hours. They were like, does anybody watch SNL here? We should watch some clips. And I was like, yeah, sure. Have you seen Sean Spicer as the Easter Bunny? And we watched that. And then all the Kate McKinnon clips.
I do enjoy Kate McKinnon.
She is great. New movie coming out end of June.
Yes.
We're seeing
that looks
it.
good.
Yeah, we're taking our friend. We're going to go see it. I'm also going to see Pirates in a
Yes.
few weeks. And Orange is the New Black, June 9th.
Yes.
But, you won't watch that with me, so...
No, ever since the tampon in the first
Oh
episode
my
of the
God.
sandwich, that really turned me off. But speaking of Netflix, this is what I'm really
Oh, no.
enjoying.
Oh, no.
Zoo, great show.
Zoo?
Yeah.
It's just called Zoo?
Yeah. It's about, like, the animals taking over the world. It's a book by James Patterson. Surprisingly, I read the book. The show is much better than the book. The book was awful. The ending was terrible. One of the main characters dies. Well, the one character on the show dies within, like, the first 30 minutes of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Zoo, the third season is coming out on television. The first 2 seasons are on Netflix. The OA, awesome, loved it. Grace and Frankie, hilarious. I'm rewatching it a second time because they're just so funny.
God.
13 Reasons was very good. Viewer discretion is advised. What else do I watch? Supernatural I watched on Netflix 2 summers ago. I binge watched it. Now I'm up to date with current seasons.
Could you just watch the 100, please?
I
So we
need
can
to
have
watch
a discussion
100.
about it. It's
What else
really
do I
not that
watch?
bad. Ryan loves it.
The OA.
Yeah, you like the
That's
OA.
what else? Because the OA. Oh,
Blackfish.
Blackfish. I watched that. That's a lot. That's good. I watched a lot of documentaries on Netflix about animals.
Finding Bigfoot.
I believe Bigfoot is real. I also think mermaids are real. We've
Stop
only explored
trolling.
6% of
Stop trolling.
our oceans.
Stop
and they're
trolling.
definitely out there.
You're gonna get ripped apart in the YouTube comment
Good.
section.
Fight me.
Rip up a new one, boys. That's a order, not a
Yes,
request.
but anyway, we should talk about some movies that we've seen lately.
All right. So let's talk about a couple movies.
We haven't lately because we've seen all the movies.
Well, that's because we went and saw 3 movies
We
in a
did
day.
see 3 movies in one day, but we usually go on Sundays. We either go food shopping or we go see some movies and get some food, or there's a candy store by the movie
my
theater
God,
that we
stop.
go to,
That's
and
so
it's
evil.
so good.
Well, the last time we went to the movies, we saw
We saw
Kong.
Kong. Before that, we saw Life, which we're gonna definitely talk about.
we're
that.
gonna talk about that
We
shit.
saw Beauty and the Beast was great. Kong was really good. What else?
We
did
also
see?
saw like Alice in Wonderland, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I'm trying to think whatever recently we saw though.
Recently,
We saw something before Beauty and the Beast. We saw something.
Oh, we saw Beauty and the Beast.
We saw Beauty and the Beast, Life, Kong. We saw something before that. I can't remember what it was. It was good though. I remember.
I don't remember.
I saw 50 Shades Darker 3 times. That was not with Nicole though. My foot is very
I
asleep
refuse
right
to
now.
watch
Oh
it.
my god.
Well, then sit up a little bit.
Ow, I don't know if I could stand up.
Well,
Anyway,
don't stand,
but
but-
Beauty and the Beast was a beautiful film.
Yeah.
They really,
All right, so we'll talk about Beauty and the Beast. All right. I already gave my opinion to the podcast, so I'll let you talk, but I will say that overall, I think it was well made. Are you okay with
my
that?
leg is so asleep. This happens all the time, and then my ass falls asleep, and I my whole left and my
All
right
well,
side
I don't
is
know
like
what
dead.
to do to help you.
Anyway,
However.
I'll just let it happen.
Well, we still have 40 minutes left in the podcast, or
Really?
30 minutes, so.
I'm gonna check my Snapchat and talk, even though I'm not
that's
supposed to
fine.
be using my phone.
I know, that's so rude.
I know, it is really rude.
We were, so Beauty and the Beast, I thought, like, the graphics were amazing. Like, the special effects, very good. Acting, mediocre.
I
Singing,
think I
mediocre.
disagree, but I'll get there.
I don't think she was bad. I don't think Emma Watson was bad.
Nicole doesn't like her because she's not a singer.
I just feel like if you're going to be in a Disney musical, you should be able to sing.
Yes, but I think she did a good enough a job that it was okay. But this is when Nicole, you go see a movie with Nicole,
Oh my
she
God.
rips the little, like, the general public, like me, doesn't see these things, but
It's 'cause
since she works in this industry, she
I
is
studied
has a
this.
very good eye for it.
I studied film since 7th grade.
So, Nicole's a little tougher on movies than I am. I just go for if I enjoyed it, if I'd see it again, if I binge watch it on my computer when I'm in bed at night.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. I thought they were good fits for the characters.
I mean,
She sang fine, in my opinion.
I heard the auto-tune, but that's just me being...
Yeah, see, like that I don't hear.
See, most people don't hear the auto-tune, but if you work in an industry where you hear auto-tune...
then you definitely hear it.
Like, I was just... That put me off. I mean, overall, was it a bad movie? No.
No,
Would I
it was
see
very
it again? Probably not.
aesthetically pleasing.
It was. I will give it that. Like, the special effects were very
Yeah.
good. And everything
and
came
the
to life
scenery
very
was
nice.
very good. It was fun.
And, like, it did feel like it came to life.
Yeah.
I would give you that. But, like, past that, I mean, I'm not going to buy it, and I'm probably not going to watch it again.
I'm going to buy it.
I will say I think my cousin's a better Belle. She was in Beauty and the Beast in her, like, school play.
Really?
She was really good.
I was in the 5th grade.
Oh.
play. I was
what
actually...
play?
We
We
did
were all in
Into
the
we
fifth
did
grade
Into
play.
the Books.
We were all in
Which
the
was like a
fifth
take
grade
on Into the Woods, because that was big on Broadway back in 2000 and
2000.
yeah. And my class was Harry Potter. Like we all did. Every class had different books that they were.
You guys got the.
You were the
one.
Time Warp, weren't you?
I was the Underground Railroad.
Oh, I remember the song. You had a song and a dance.
Underground Railroad.
And I was we had Harry Potter, and I was Ron in Harry Potter.
Really?
I was on stage for like 6 minutes, and I wanted to go to Friendlies after, and my parents wouldn't let me. Like I was the star of my class one. And
I love your parents. You probably had like 3 words, and you probably thought you were the star.
No, there were keys flying around. I said something about like which one will fit. Or something. Little did I know back then.
Yeah, I think I had a line to say too, but it was like when the class is getting on stage, that's when the kids like give that like little speech. They're like, back in the 1800s when this so and so.
You had a good song though. We didn't have a song.
That's the Underground Railroad. That one.
Oh yes, we did have a song.
Everybody had a song.
The song "It's Magic" by I don't know, like the Beatles,
It's
whatever.
magic.
And we had to like, well, you can't sing. We had to, like we do a dance and everything.
Never believe it's not.
The girl who's actually famous on who's sponsored by Visco and everything on her Instagram.
Oh,
she told me there was this kid. Like I have brown hair, dark brown hair. I kind of look a little bit like Daniel Radcliffe back in the day. And there was this other kid who was Harry Potter, and I was like, oh, I want it to be Harry Potter. Like I kind of look like him, and she was like, oh. Well, and the kid who was Harry Potter had like blonde hair, like blue eyes, tall, like didn't really look like him. And she was like, well, he has a more facial structure, like a round face or whatever. And she was like, your face is too almond shaped or whatever, or maybe it was different. And I was like,
God.
are you kidding me? Like my face shape
You're in 5th grade.
is why I'm not Harry Potter. Like it was such a weird
God.
excuse. I was like, whatever. But now she's like Instagram famous, so good for her.
I mean, good for her. Do you follow her?
No. I might on Facebook.
Yeah, I've heard her on Facebook too, and she'll post like, "Yeah, I just got a sponsored
This is quite
trip
the
to
tangent
Belgium."
we're on right now.
I know. That's most of my podcast.
Okay.
It's
Anyway,
fine.
let's get back to movies.
Oh my God.
Kong was really good.
Kong was good.
I also graphics aesthetically pleasing. It was good.
The story was a little meh.
It was. I had never seen like the original King Kong movie, but I think this storyline was probably better than.
I
the
got
other
more
one.
information about the storyline from my
did?
friend.
We'll discuss it off to camera. I think.
No, it's fine. Well, I'm just saying it's supposed to be a prequel. It's supposed to
it is supposed to be a prequel.
Well,
how does he
in
get
a
to
way.
Japan though?
I don't know, but it's in a way supposed to be that's how Kong became a thing.
Gotcha.
Is that he came out of some hole in the earth.
Gotcha.
So, like, people are like, oh, how did a giant gorilla get to Japan or get to New York City or whatever? Like, that's where he originated
Maybe he took a
from.
tunnel.
Maybe he made a tunnel. I don't know.
Maybe.
But point being is that's how he originated
Gotcha.
because they never explained that in the old movies.
Yeah. But also, like, this is what I have to say about the movie. There's this one... You know how they, like, in some movies, that one character that they make you just, like, fall in love with? Mm-hmm. And they either die or they stay, like, very alive and, like, crazy things. Well, this character, like, there's this guy, he's in the army, whatever... And he's like writing a letter to his kids in the beginning, and like you fall in love with the guy because he has like kids, and you want him to go back home to his family,
young,
and like
good looking.
Yeah, and like you want him to go home to his family when this is all done.
You're
and
so
then
into this.
He fucking dies. Like this thing eats him.
Well, you knew that was gonna happen.
I either thought that he was gonna survive or die, which I mean I guess there's only 2 options really, but. I really thought he was gonna survive, and then he like the scene where he's about to die. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like when I like was about to faint, I was like, "Here it comes!" I like thought to myself, "Here it comes!" And he died.
Well, you knew he was gonna die. It's not a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it was actually Disney. I don't know.
But yeah, it was good. I don't know. It was good.
It was good. I
mean,
it wasn't my favorite movie. I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna buy it on DVD. It's
Yeah.
not a DVD buyer.
But
no, Ghostbusters on the other
Ghostbusters
hand.
was good.
I fucking loved Ghostbusters.
However, we need to talk about Life.
Oh my God.
That was arguably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my fucking life.
One thing I have to say, I know you're about to get very passionate about this,
yes.
but try not to get too loud because you're blowing out the audio levels.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Every time those levels hit the peak, it blows it out.
All right, I'll sit back a little bit.
If you're gonna get loud and passionate, you gotta back up a little bit.
Well, yeah, it was fucking awful. The ending sucked.
All right. First of all, we're going to spoil it right now because we have to talk about it.
We have to spoil it.
So if you haven't seen Life, which came out a few months ago, it has Jake Gyllenhaal,
Ryan Reynolds, good actors.
Who was the hot chick? What's her name?
Oh, I don't know, but she's like a good actress.
Rebecca Ferguson.
Is that the one in the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in a second. But if you haven't seen it, then sorry because we're spoiling it. You can skip this. We'll probably talk about it for the next like 5 or so minutes. But yeah, we have to talk about the story because here's the thing. We went into it not really knowing much about it.
I thought it was going to be a great movie. I was like, I don't really like to go see those like space kind of things because they kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I was like, oh, like this would be great. Nicole's eating Oreos.
I'm sorry. They're so good.
So yeah, I was like, oh, like it'll be a cool movie. Like I'm trying to compare. Like
All
the
right.
movie. Okay, the movie. Jake Gyllenhaal's also in a movie where he's like, I don't know, it's the one on the train and like something. It's I don't know, remember what it's called.
All right,
like,
let me jump in.
I thought it'd be similar to that, but it wasn't.
Let me jump in for a second. Basically, the movie's about there are people on the International Space Station who come in contact with alien life. And this is the first time that they actually found...
On Mars, they find it.
On Mars. And so they take it in to try to do some experiments on it to figure out, like, get more information.
Well, it's, like, hidden in the soil. It's like a... I don't know, an amoeba or whatever, and they, like, grow it into, like...
But it's not dead, it's just, like...
Yeah, it's, like, hibernated?
It's hibernating, yeah. And so they do some experiments to try to wake it up.
Which they do.
They do wake it up, and it starts attacking everybody on the ship.
Well, it's, like, cute and cuddly to start, and then, like... It, like, there's a gas leak, and then it goes back into hibernation, so they try to wake it up. He shocks it with a thing. It's, like, in this enclosed thing. Then it, like, gets pissed off. It grabs his hand, like, breaks the guy's hand. He faints. You think he's dead. I guess it would be kind of hard to die from, like, the pain of a hand breaking, but whatever. So then it's, like, it breaks out of the thing while he's passed out or whatever, and then...
Ryan Reynolds goes
in, and they try to kill it with fire because it breaks out.
Can we talk about that for a second? Rebecca Ferguson's character is, like... the leader of the safety precautions on the ship, so she is basically top dog. If she says
and they fucked up. They really fucked up.
Ryan Reynolds just goes, fuck you, and goes inside with the thing, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna burn it to death.
Which, I'm sorry, like, if it was sacrificing one person over the entire whatever, they should have just blown off the quarantine thing and let him fly out to space.
It was in the quarantine. All they had to do was just break off that part of the ship and be done with it.
Exactly. And there are so many scenes, because obviously he, like, kills Ryan Reynolds. They get the guy out.
Which was a very gruesome death, by the way. It
was. It, like, goes inside of him and he, like, bleeds out. It was disgusting.
And it's, like, floating around because there's no gravity, so the blood's just, like, whatever.
That all could have made me faint, given my history.
I couldn't watch. I was, like...
I had to look away, too, or else I would... Oh, we're really screaming at this.
I know.
I would have fainted if I, like, really watched the whole thing.
I will say, though, that I think the reason why he died first anyways, because he's got, like, so many movies going on.
Yeah, that he couldn't take on a big role.
Yeah, they had to get rid of him, but they wanted to sell
So then, yeah, it, like, kills him. They get the other guy out.
Yeah, the guy whose hand was broken in the first place, they got him out.
So that when it was killing Ryan, they have to kill Ryan Reynolds, they should have shot the shit off and let it go into space.
After the first guy.
Exactly.
Like, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Like, you signed a contract, just be ejected. But nope.
Yeah, so then it ends up, like, it grows, it kills more people. It goes outside, it, like, gets out of the thing, and, like, it needs oxygen to survive. So if it stays outside, they could have killed it by, like,
okay,
this
let's
girl
talk about
goes
that.
outside.
So the Russian lady gets the alien outside of the ship, and instead of trying to push herself out into space...
With it attached, because it's attached to her, like,
it's trying to kill her right now. Instead, knowing that it doesn't need or knowing that it needs oxygen and it doesn't have it because it's in space, decides to try to get back into the ship.
Yeah, but then she realizes... And then by the time she realizes, it gets back into the ship, and then she dies because it broke her thing and, like...
Okay, let's talk about this for a second. They're talking about how the alien can just find any hole in the ship and then get back in.
Yeah.
But if you have to airlock everything to, like... Okay, so there's no air in space, right?
Yeah.
So there's no oxygen in space. So that means that if the alien's getting in, you have something that's not sealed, which means you're losing oxygen.
Exactly. We watched a video of a guy who, like, explains all the things wrong with the movie, which I agree with almost all of them, if not all of them. So yeah, so that happens, and then...
It gets back inside, and then the guy whose hand broke, he didn't want to kill it.
Yeah, no, because it was like his baby, and like he was an idiot. His name was, they named it Calvin, the thing, and
yeah,
like, oh, Calvin, and then this other
Calvin.
guy who just had a son, and then he dies. It like rips off, it breaks, some part of the ship breaks off, and like you'd think the thing would fly out, and it doesn't. It gets back in, and then it survives, and then it's just Ryan. It's more people die, and then
basically the only two that are left are
Jake Gyllenhaal and the
hot chick.
Yeah. So
Rebecca Ferguson.
So then they're like, they're like hidden in an area, and they're like, they turn all the oxygen off or something. They have like these light sticks with oxygen or whatever. So Jake Gyllenhaal's like, I don't want to go back to Earth. Like, there's two safety things. I'll go in one, and
there's two pods. There's two pods.
Distract Calvin into it, and he's like, I'm a pilot. I can overdrive it and like send it off into space, and I'll be in space, and then we'll both die or whatever. And then she's like, don't do it. And he's like, no, I'm a pilot. I can do it. I don't want to go back to Earth. Blah blah blah. Because he makes, like, reference to, like, during the movie that he doesn't want to go back to Earth, whatever.
Yeah, he wants
So then she's like, all right, I'll get back into the other podcast, and I'll get into the other pod, and I'll go home. So they're, like, doing this. He lures him in, and then you see them both blast off. So
with the magic of editing.
So she's, like, recording. She's like, if I die upon arrival, like, she's like, Calvin, whatever, it's dangerous, like, if, blah, 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 like, destroy it at all costs if it ever gets back to Earth. But, like, she lets him know, like, this is dangerous, and whatever. Mm-hmm. So then they, like, zoom out, and one of the pod lands in the ocean, and it's just chilling there. And then they cut back to the other scene of the other one. It's like flying off into space, and then they
What happened was when they ejected from the main International Space Station, the trajectory is off. So while the one was trying to blast out of space or like into space, it actually collided with Rebecca Ferguson's, and then they both went in like weird directions.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's going on, but with the editing, it makes you think that everything's going okay.
Everything's great, and she's still recording as it's going down.
Yeah, she's like, listen, if I die on impact on Earth, like, you need to know, do not open up anything with the alien. Like, he killed everything, like, blah, blah, blah. And then she lands in the ocean, and his fishermen come over.
These fishermen come over, and there's a little glass hole that you can see in, and they zoom up, and then fucking Jake Gyllenhaal and Calvin, that it's like in a weird thing, are on Earth, and then they shoot back to her, and she's screaming her head off because she got launched into space, whatever they call it. Dead space. This bitch is dead now, and then Calvin's on the thing, and Jake Gyllenhaal's like, the Calvin thing is like, is alive. The thing like may have been in hibernation. They don't know.
That. Yeah, let's talk about that really quick. The video that we saw, it was saying that the way that Calvin was structured, like his body could take different
changed.
Forms,
it was weird,
but it changed to something that like. Almost as if his body was able to...
It looked like a web, kind of.
Yeah, it was like putting it into a state where it was able to sustain off of very little, like, resources, because it had to also eat a lot, too.
Yeah.
It couldn't just survive off the oxygen. That's why it had to keep eating people.
Yeah.
So, it, like, the fact that it, like, had nothing to, like, no resources, but Jake Gyllenhaal was alive.
Yeah.
And so the fishermen are, like, trying to break open the thing.
And he's like, no, but they don't speak English, they don't know what he's saying.
And then the movie cuts.
And then they pop it open, and then it cuts.
But here's the thing. One, I know it's a movie. So, like, I know that, like, you're supposed to look past some of these plot holes.
No, they're not potholes. They're pot craters. Plot craters in this movie.
But that was, one, once they realized that he was able to kill people, they needed to eject that part of the ship.
Once he broke the guy's hand, they should have...
That's what I'm saying.
They should have, while he was still in his little container before he broke out, they should have pulled the guy out and then shot that bitch off into dead space.
Now, let's just say you couldn't do that. Let's just say you, for some reason, couldn't get that, even though
They should have quarantined that area and then killed all the oxygen supply and let him suffocate to death.
Yes, which, I mean, is horrible, but, like, these scientists knew what they were getting themselves into.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if this was a real-life situation, one death for, instead of, like, 8 people, which it ended up basically happening, is a thing. 2... When the alien got outside, there should theoretically be no way for it to get back inside because you're airlocked.
Exactly, through like a little hole. Like it was like an air something stupid.
He's talking about, he can't get back in unless you're using a fan. But if it's airlocked, that means you're not losing oxygen. If it's not airlocked, you're losing oxygen on an International Space Station. Yeah. Unless we're missing something here.
Yeah, I don't know. It was dumb.
Yeah, that's our life rant.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, the movie was, like, well made, though. Like, the graphics
it was
good.
well made.
And you know what really made me pissed? When the alien got a beak. It, like, grew a beak
It, like, changed his form a few times.
Yeah, because it starts out looking like a leaf petal, and then it ends up becoming, like, a full-fledged alien
it's like
with
an
a beak.
octopus thing, and then it's, like, a tail and, like, a hood. It kind of looked like a cobra. I don't know, it was weird.
It looked like a cobra or, like, a manta ray mix.
Yeah.
So
it was like clear. I don't know.
I didn't like it.
If the alien had gotten shot off into space, that would have been a better ending, and I would have liked it more, I think. But people are saying, like, they're leaving this open for, like, a sequel to it, which I hope they don't.
Well, you know what the big thing is? People are and now I think it's been confirmed that this isn't true, but it's an interesting thought.
That it's like an alien prequel or whatever?
Yeah, well, not alien, but, like, one of those superheroes is, like, a fish thing. Or, like, some alien, like...
There's something like a prequel to it.
I sound like an idiot. If anybody's a superhero fan, it's, like, the black alien thing. I forget the name of it, but people think it's, like, that type of...
Yeah.
Thing. But life is not a superhero movie.
I don't know. It should have ended, and he should have died, and I was stupid and pissed.
All right. Well, let's change the subject a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about.
How long have we been doing this for?
43 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to stop at an hour. Like, we could go a little bit over, but
I mean, that's fine.
We'll see what happens.
Because you can't, like, judge time when you're doing things like this, really.
Yeah, I know. Are you having fun?
I am enjoying myself.
Good. I'm glad.
It's like therapy.
Oh my god. Free therapy. Just come over here, become famous.
Just get out all your...
All right, you want to talk about Ghostbusters, or you want to talk about, what other movies? Alice in Wonderland?
There was another movie that we saw before Beauty and the Beast, and I can't remember what it was, and it was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
When was it?
Because we saw Beauty and the Beast and Life together.
Yeah, and
the weekend,
and the weekend after
the weekend before we saw that, we saw something else. Because remember we said we want to go and see Life.
That was Beauty and the Beast.
But wasn't there a movie like the week?
Because
before?
remember we were gonna leave. We went to Beauty and the Beast on Friday, and then we're like, it's too bad to see
like
Life.
A kids movie.
What
the
other
week
movie?
Before.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
There was definitely, maybe I saw another movie with somebody else. I don't know.
I think you did. I want to see the Alec Baldwin movie.
I hate Alec Baldwin.
I love Alec Baldwin, though. Okay, well, then I'm going to pull the trigger. Let's talk about Ghostbusters.
All right, that's fine.
So this is a little bit of an older movie, but I really enjoyed it. And it's, like, pretty heated amongst the movie-goer community.
Yes, I saw the first Ghostbusters and hated it. And everybody's like, oh, they
first
replaced
one?
it with women. Like, And yeah, they replaced the characters with women. And it was probably 80,000 times better than the original movie. So
you're going to get me so trolled in the comment section.
I don't know. Maybe because also the graphics are better, but I thought they were hilarious. Leslie Jones is so funny.
I would love to chill with Leslie for a night.
Yeah.
Just, like, go to a
Kate
bar with her.
McKinnon is funny. They all were, they acted
Kate.
so well.
I
thought it was funny.
I never saw the full first movie. I've seen scenes from it.
I just remember something like throwing up, and it was disgusting and grossed me out.
I mean, here's the thing. Yes, it's a quote-unquote sequel. It's more of a reboot.
But yeah,
than a
it's not
sequel.
related at all. So people like lost their shit over it. But like,
It's because, like, it's just because, without getting into a really big sexist debate here, it's just because people, why did they make it a whole female cast? Did they just do it for more views? It's like, first of all,
maybe they wanted to just change it up.
Maybe they just wanted to change it up. Like, I'm
like
not even
when
just
you
saying
go
it
to
as a
order
woman.
ice cream and you get chocolate every weekend, and some weekends you want to get
Rainbow.
vanilla or whatever you want.
Yeah, or maybe you want, like
strawberry
strawberry.
or
Maybe you just want froyo.
yeah.
I mean, who knows? Or maybe you just want mac and cheese or something.
Yeah, maybe you just want. Maybe you don't even want ice cream. Exactly. Maybe you just want some mac
Maybe
and
you
cheese.
get there thinking you want ice cream, but then you realize you want a steak.
Exactly. I don't really
So-
eat steak though. I'm not really a big red meat eater.
Well, good for you. That's why you're skinny. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Was it a good movie?
It was funny.
It was funny, and I still laugh, and I've seen it maybe 30 times.
Yeah.
Would I recommend it to people? Only people who have a sense of stupid humor or have seen the first
Or
one.
people who are like just the general like movie goer. We'll see
Even
whatever
then-
and just see.
Even then, the movie wasn't well put together.
No,
I
it
don't think the
wasn't.
movie was well put together at all. So, I mean, like, if you're a movie goer and you want to see, like, a quality movie, don't watch that. It's like there's different types of audiences, right? You have the people who are going to go see basically any movie and be happy with it for the
Yeah,
most part.
that's generally me.
Yeah.
Except Life.
And then you have people like me who, like, I can enjoy most movies, but I'm going to look at it critically, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it and be like, oh, I don't like the cinematography or I don't like the editing. And then you have, like, the hardcore people who are like, they're going to sit there and they devour every little second of film. And those are the people who generally enjoy the indie films, too. Like, you hated Carol.
I didn't hate Carol. It was just so long and
But that's
drawn
like-
out. It was a good movie though.
It's typical indie movie, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's a movie with, like, a $2 million budget, you
Yeah.
know? $5 million budget.
I watched an interview on it with Kate Blanchett, and she said that the fur coat she was wearing, since they had no money to, it kept breaking, and they had to like string it back together after every scene.
Oh
Like,
my
that's
God.
how little money they had. But
That
then it won a
was-
lot of awards and everything.
It did?
I think so.
I think it won a decent amount of awards. I mean, they had two main, like, name actresses
Yeah.
there.
What's the girl's name?
Rooney Mara, I
I
think.
see. I
Mara
hated her
Rooney.
bangs in it. It bothered me.
Well, I think that's, like, the
Yeah.
character.
But Kate Blanchett, I do like.
Oh my
She's
God.
she's a funny
Everybody
lady.
loves Kate Blanchett.
She's a big presence, I feel like.
I never realized, like, how big she actually was,
Yeah.
though. Like, I knew her, but you know when you know people and you're like, oh, shit, they're actually, like,
Yeah.
really big?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I had with her. Or, like, I didn't really know much about Kate McKinnon beforehand.
Yeah.
Until I saw the trailer and I, like, looked into it, and I'm like, oh, all these girls are from SNL.
Yeah.
I had no idea that she
Yeah.
was, like, that big. But, yeah. We've seen a lot of movies. We've seen both Alice in Wonderlands together.
Yes.
I did see the first Snowman and the Huntsman with you.
Yes, we did see Snow White
The
and
first
Huntsman
one.
together. the
Snow
first
White
time.
and the Huntsman, yeah.
Yeah, we went with a lot of people to that. And we also saw that other movie, the Jake Gyllenhaal movie. I don't remember what it was. There was a train involved, and it
Yeah,
kept like
that one,
resetting. That was pretty good. That's what I thought. The one with the alien was going to be like.
This one
But it
was,
wasn't.
that one was called, oh god, I don't remember the name of it, but basically, he was, like, dead, almost, and they were using his brain to go back in time to fix something, and every time he
Yeah.
failed, they reset it, and he
Yeah.
tried again.
It was a cool movie though.
That was really cool.
It was like similar to Inception. People were saying, which I never saw Inception.
Inception was actually pretty good, but you have to watch it and pay attention, because
Yeah.
the second you look away, you'll get confused.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Donnie Darko?
No. I'm not a big like. I haven't really seen a lot of classic movies.
It's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Yeah.
You should watch it. I liked it. It's kind of creepy with the bunny, though. Like,
Yeah.
I was definitely afraid
That's
to see
like the
it,
new
but
It
I
movie
liked.
they're making. We're not seeing that.
No. I
I
saw
don't
one
like
picture, though, where the
clowns.
clown was in the
The drain.
drain.
And they say like things like to draw people in. It's,
That's That's really creepy.
Yeah.
I saw one where it was like Orange is the New Black season 5's down
Yeah.
here, and the girl like jumps in there.
Yeah. You know, clowns are a
my
no-go
God.
for me.
I'm not a fan of the clowns.
No. Clowns, I don't like. Snakes, I don't like. Sharks freak me out a little bit. Spiders, definitely.
What's
a big
like your
no-go.
number one fear of everything? It could be. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's a little late for me.
I have some weird ones.
Like, it doesn't have to be like an animal. It could
Nosebleeds
be like.
freak me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you gone to nosebleed before?
I used to get them somewhat frequently.
Really?
Breaking my nose scares the piss out of me.
What?
Mayonnaise used to freak me out.
Mayonnaise?
I will eat it, but like the jar of mayonnaise really freaks me out.
How?
The consistency and the look of it, but I've gotten much better with it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait. How can you be afraid of
Open
mayonnaise?
a jar of mayonnaise and look inside, and it's like clumpy and whatever. It freaks me out.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That was
My
my
friend's
friend's
SpongeBob.
senior quote, honestly.
You know what it's from, right?
Yeah, SpongeBob.
Okay. Just making sure I don't sound like an
What
idiot.
else freaks me out? Yeah, sharks are... I would say maybe my biggest fear is the ocean.
What? Oh, well, that's understandable.
Yeah,
like getting
because
dri-
you're in the water. Like I'm not, even though we live on the island and beaches are everywhere. I'm not really a big beach goer. I like to go to the beach like in the winter and like walk on the beach, or like if there's trails there, walk through the trails. But
Yeah.
the water I never really go in, because like you don't know what's out there, like underneath you or whatever.
Well, to be fair, then like it's shallow enough where
Yeah.
like fish aren't really gonna pull. Like sharks
That's
aren't
true.
gonna come
But
up.
like you never, like your foot touched something, like you never know what.
Well,
it
no,
is.
I understand that, but I'm just saying like the chance of you dying, like unless
like-
you're like going out there,
Mhm.
and like you have to go pretty far out because they tend to stay away.
That's true, that is
That's why you
true.
don't hear of a lot of shark attacks.
Yeah.
But what I just don't like is going out there and accidentally drifting out.
Yeah, like because you're just gone. Like if you're in
Yeah.
the ocean, like nobody's coming.
I
There's
don't know
cell
if I've
phone
told you
service.
this, but and I can't tell if it's a dream or if it was real life because I was so little. I think it was real life, and I'm pretty sure I was like 5 when this happened. But I was in the ocean and I drifted out, and so, like a lifeguard had to come save me.
Really,
But I don't remember.
When I was younger, a little older than that, I was maybe like 8 or 9, and I was out on a beach with my family and like our extended family, and there had just been a hurricane, so the waters were rough.
Yeah.
And I like went out and I got like dragged out a little bit, and somebody had to come in and get me, and that really freaked me out.
That's scary because I just like somebody has to come get you. What if nobody's there to help you or like
Yeah.
you're too far in?
And also in high school, I took a marine biology class, and for the first like
That-
2
you
weeks
like
over
that
the
class.
summer, I did like the classroom part, but the 2 weeks over the summer, you had to go.
Like to the beach.
And like we had to walk through like swamps and everything, like in sneakers and everything, and it was just not fun. That like
You didn't
really,
get boots?
No, it was.
Why?
I like ruined my sneakers. It was awful.
my
And we had to
God.
walk through like this river thing. It was freaky.
Oh
And
my
we had to go
God.
into the ocean and everything. Also, like, who wants to like be in a bathing suit with your classmates? Like, that's weird.
Wait, you were in a bathing suit but wearing your sneakers?
No, like we went to like the beach,
Oh.
and we had to like be topless and whatever.
You had to be topless?
Yeah, we had to like. Well, I wasn't wear like a suit. Actually, I honestly told the teacher like I had a traumatic experience in 5th grade and I didn't have to go into the water, but the lakes and
Did
everything.
you lie or you told the truth?
No, that happened.
Oh.
I don't know. It was like a weird thing. I hated it, honestly.
All right, well, I'm glad you don't have to do that anymore. All right, well, we have one more question. What is your favorite boss in Twilight Princess and why?
Oh,
From Ryan.
Twilight Princess is my fave
Yeah.
game, I think.
That's why I had
I don't think any game will ever be better than that. That's just my opinion. I'm probably
What do you
gonna
think
get
of the
ripped
new
apart
Zelda?
this.
I know you haven't played it.
It's good.
but-
Okay, this is what bothers me. I need a storyline, and this doesn't really have a story. It does have a storyline, but it's not like I need a set
not in your
path.
face.
Like I
Yeah.
can't go out and like be like looking for things and welding things and all that stuff.
And that's coming from you who's like very casual. Like you only
Yeah.
basically play Zelda games. And
yeah,
You played Ocarina, you played Twilight Princess.
yeah.
And
I used to play like the Game Boy ones
Yeah.
and all that things, but like I have played some PS4 games, but like not really exclusively. But yeah,
You beat Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword.
yes.
Did you beat Ocarina?
No.
Okay.
Because I got that on my Wii and it like wasn't the whole like thing.
Yeah.
Like, the old one. So
Well, Twilight Princess is great. I think that's
Yeah.
still gonna be my favorite. And
And
the new one's good. It's just it's not like in your face linear.
Yeah.
Like, you do whatever you want and like it's not bad by any means. It's just
Yeah.
not my type of game.
also it's too bright. I think like the art style from Twilight Princess. If they had done that now, I think it'd be unbelievable.
Oh my god, that was so dark. That's why I love that game.
It
It's
was
just so
that
dark.
was yeah. And I think my favorite boss was probably Ganon at the end. Ganondorf,
Ganon fight was
whatever
fun.
his name. What is his name in that? Because doesn't it go back between Ganon and Ganondorf?
No, I think it's just Ganon.
No,
I think
him at the end. But my favorite. This wasn't asked, but I will answer this anyway. My favorite dungeon in that one, I think, would be the snow one.
That was probably one of my top ones.
That one I liked a lot.
The only reason why I would say that one's not my favorite is just because it was so long.
It was really long.
That one just took that one.
But
I
like the water temple was long.
I hated that one.
I like the snow and like that whole like castle experience thing. So
I think that's just
that.
Generally my issue with Twilight Princess. The dungeons were just way too long.
They were.
It
was a long game, but it was a great game.
It was great. That's one of the few games
that came out when we were in 9th grade and we played that.
I remember, like, I came home one day from midterms,
yeah.
and you know how the Wii has a speaker in it?
Yeah.
Well, I was playing the game, and I was home alone by myself,
and
all of a sudden Midnight just goes, ah! And I'm like, what?
I know, I was playing it, like, because I got it for Christmas. I got the Wii and that
Christmas. I got it for Christmas, too.
Of our freshman year of high school.
06.
And I was playing it 2 nights after Christmas, maybe, and it was maybe 11 o'clock at night, and my house used to be set up a little differently. I had a den upstairs in the front of my house, which is now my room, and then they switched, whatever. And I was, like, 11 o'clock at night, my whole house was, like, sleeping, and I had my, like, I didn't know anything was going to talk on the thing, and I had my volume up really loud, and Minda, like, laughed, and I, like, jumped up in the air off the couch and scared the shit out of me.
It was annoying. That was really... It was just...
Minda was great, though. I loved her.
No, I miss Minda every day.
I wish she was in the next...
Why did she destroy the mirror?
I wish they would make a sequel to Twilight Princess, like, right after it ended.
Technically, you could argue that all of these are sequels.
That is true. Their timeline confuses me.
It's too confusing. I honestly just think the timeline is BS, but...
Yeah.
But it makes sense, though, because every time you beat Zelda... Right. So when you beat Ganon, it doesn't save it. Like when you return to the world,
you
Ganon's
just keep rebeating it.
So I think that's part of like the timeline thing. Is that like you never actually beat him because that would make the timeline come to a close.
Yeah, it was just such a beautifully done game though.
So theoretically, wouldn't it be that Link never beats Ganon because
technically, yes.
Right? Technically, wouldn't that make that canon?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows what the fuck Nintendo's up to? All right, well, we don't have really any more questions. Y'all let us down on Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this episode,
if you enjoy this, though, and you have questions after...
Yeah,
we'll film another one.
Well, we'll record another one.
Film. I keep saying film.
It's okay. You're a noob. It's all good.
I know. I'm new to this.
If you enjoyed this, though, make sure you leave a comment.
Yes. And leave questions. I want to answer more questions.
Yeah, I'll have Chris back. If you guys like Chris, let me know. If you don't like him, let me know.
Yeah.
Because if you like him, I'll bring him back.
Not that I give a shit if you like him or not. I don't give a fuck.
If you like him, I'll bring him back. If you don't like him, I'll tell him to fuck off.
I'll come back anyway.
He honestly will, because he lives like 2 seconds from my house. So yeah, let us know. But definitely like the video if you're on YouTube. If you are listening on YouTube, we're also on iTunes and Google Play, so you can subscribe to us on there for free, and it'll download new episodes automatically to your smartphone.
I don't know how any of this works, so just listen to her.
Well, just go on your iPhone, and then you can subscribe to us.
Oh, okay.
And it's free.
That's pretty good.
And it downloads the episodes to your phone, so you can listen to us in your car. Because you can't control the music anyway, so you might as well listen to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Because your, car is, like, dumb.
Yeah. My car, I don't know. My car, like, doesn't have Bluetooth audio for my music to play, but it does have to play, like, it goes to my...
For your maps? Who knows? It's probably because it's, like, older in the span of Bluetooth.
Yeah, but, like, my phone calls come through. And I still listen to music, but I have, like, a cord that it's so freaking annoying.
Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. Thank you for coming by, Chris.
Oh, no problem.
Did you have a fun time?
I did. Like I said, please leave questions. I would like to answer more personal questions.
He was very hesitant to do this in the first place, and I convinced him.
But yeah, no, this is fun. I'll do this again.
It's like therapy for you.
It is like therapy. But yeah, personal questions, advice, whatever you need,
Except your life's now going to be on the internet.
Oh, whatever.
For everybody to listen.
Maybe I'll get famous.
Hey, guys, you want to help someone out, help a man reach his dreams. Get some good karma, help us out. But thanks, guys, for listening.
Yes, thank you.
And I'll see you next episode.